We are Tilly and Felix from Virgin Radio, and we are super duper excited to be talking to the most recently murdered faithful, Joe, from the Traitors. Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
Hello. Yeah, I'm doing all right, considering I was murdered last night. But yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you.
You look very fresh for a murdered man, Joe, I must say.
I know. I need to be murdered more often. It's a wonder for me.
And after you were murdered last night, Frankie got very emotional, and she even said that she wished that you'd stayed instead of her, which is so lovely. How did you feel watching that back?
I know. I was so close to her from day one, and yeah, I felt really emotional seeing that. I mean, it was nice to see all their reaction, but when Frankie said that, I was like, that is lovely.
It was. And tell me about that bond that you made in there, because it was such a lovely thing to say.
Yeah, I just think we were together on the train, so instantly, like, we were the first people to get talking to each other. And you need those friendships and those alliances. You just have to hedge your bets that the person you become friends with, you've just got it right, and that they are genuinely faithful. But I mean, I'd have been disappointed if she was a traitor, but I'd have still been good friends with her regardless of the outcome.
And Joe, we've got to talk about what Claudia said. I don't think I've ever heard her say anything like that before. She pretty emphatically said, "I loved Joe." What were you guys playing at? How did that feel when you saw that?
That honestly, I mean, Claudia is an icon. So for her to say that and just show that support, because she does stay quite arm's length and quite impartial. So that was lovely to hear her say that. It almost made it, because I always said I'd hate to be murdered, I'd want to be banished and have my little speech and walk away. But to have Claudia say those kind words was just that just made the murder worth it.
And so you're an English teacher, are we right in saying that?
I am, yes. I'm an English teacher.
How do you feel about some of the questionable spelling we've seen at the round table?
I know. I think I'm just glad that I didn't get any wrong. But yeah, some of them were really shocking. It was like, yeah, does that vote even count?
Go around with your red pen and correct it.
Yeah. The urge was there, definitely.
And how have I presume you've been back in school since, how have your students reacted to seeing you on the telly?
They honestly, the reaction has been amazing. Like, because obviously the public watch it and they have an opinion on you. But when you go into school and the kids are genuinely buzzing and saying some of your little catchphrases, it's just such a nice feeling.
And have any of them tried to get any gossip out of you? Have you been pretty tight-lipped with it? That must have been really difficult.
I've been really tight-lipped, but what's made me laugh the most is some of them think I'm going up to Scotland after school to carry on filming. And they're like, "You do know Linda's a traitor, sir?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do. I'm quite aware of that. It is funny."
That is so sweet. And I can only imagine being a student and your teacher being on the Traitors. That must just be maybe the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes in waves. I think they get a bit used to it, and then there might be an episode where something's happened and then they're all excited again. So yeah, it's just a nice feeling. But I've had to make sure we still focus on the lessons. So what I'll do is I'll say, right, I'll take the register. Any questions related to the show, we'll do a few, and then we need to move on and actually do some work. And they try and derail me. They're like, "Oh, a bit more," and it's hard not to get sucked in and be like, "Well, actually, I voted for them because," but then that's the whole lesson gone. So I have to be careful.
So lovely. Let's talk about strategy. What was your strategy before you went in? And did it stick? Did it go out the window immediately? How did that go down?
Yeah, I did think, because when I got an idea in my head, I can voice an opinion. And I did think, look, don't go in, don't be a loud voice, don't be that person. But it is so hard when you're at that round table and everyone's, putting their 2 cents in, and you think, I don't believe you, or you want to back up someone that you think is a faithful. So I can't help it. Like, I had to get involved. But I think one thing I am happy I did, although I did get it so majorly wrong sometimes, I was always so confident with my convictions. I always thought I had some form of evidence. I didn't want to just go at someone for no reason. Okay, my evidence might have been completely wrong, but no one has real hard evidence unless someone sits and says, "I am a traitor." Everything else is just you trying to join up the dots.
I think that's the thing. You said everything with such conviction, and at the start you were such a leader in that way, which made me think Joe would be so good as a traitor. When you went into the castle, or maybe if you could do the show again, would you like to do it as a traitor?
I think, yeah, if I got to do it again and redo it all over, then yeah, I've already done the faithful side. Why not? But I did like the faithful aspect of that team feeling, especially when you voted a traitor out. The traitors would never feel that. Maybe they felt the buzz of a murder, but honestly, it was like winning the World Cup. Like the atmosphere was electric, and I loved that feeling.
Yeah. And what's it been like seeing the public reaction to the show? Because obviously you filmed it a while ago. How has it differed from what you expected?
I mean, I'll be honest, some of it's been tough because we were all just playing this magical game months ago, and then suddenly it's out there for everyone to see, and then it's almost like, everyone's got an opinion on things. And sometimes I do think, it is just a game at the end of the day. We just wanted to catch those traitors and win money as faithful. So, you hear stuff and you think, I'm just part of a game, but I get it. People are passionate about it, and that's why the show's so popular.
I think that is the thing. So many people online are keen to remind the players that it is just a game, but I think it could go both ways as well, and people needed to be reminded of that. Speaking on that kind of subject, there are so many memes about the traitors. Some of my favourites, obviously involving Linda at the start. Have you seen any memes throughout the show, Joe, that you've really enjoyed?
Yeah, I mean, Linda's been the main ones, which has just been good. I've loved that. I had one about me. I think it said the new daily mantra, I've had brekkie and I'm still alive. But yeah, it's hard to keep up. And the memes come out so quick. Sometimes the episode's not even finished and it's already turned into a meme. And that side of thing is really fun. And I like the light-hearted side. It's like people are just making this scenario an enjoyable one.
Yeah.
Please tell me you have a Traitors Series 3 group chat and you're sharing all the best memes.
Of course we have a group chat. Yeah, we all keep in touch and it's lovely. We're all very supportive of each other, which is, that's just made the experience even more enjoyable.
That is lovely. And finally, we've got to ask, at this point in the game, there's not many people left. Who do you want as your winner?
I mean, I genuinely like them all, but I can't turn traitor now, so I'm team faithful all the way.
Yeah. Loyal, love it.
Yeah, loyal to the end.
Joe, we've loved watching you on the telly so much, and thank you for chatting to us today. It's been brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Joe. That was great. Take care.
Virgin Radio.